Hey guys, it's Daniel or Dan J, and today I'm going to be talking to you about apps that I use in medical school or university in general because they're not really specific to medicine. So let's get going. So in terms of apps, I have 4 domains, which are scheduling and tasks, note-taking, motivation, and revision. To start with, on tasks, I use Google Keep. Now, Google Keep is a very versatile app. And essentially for task, I make a to-do list every day and I put on all the items that I want to get through. Sometimes they can be super simple, like today I have eat an apple on there because I need to get rid of these apples that have been sitting in the fridge and just eat them basically. Or they can just be things like the revision and the time, the amount of revision that I want to do, so I put the time in, and yeah. And that's really good for me to keep on top of the things I want to get done. And then of course for timekeeping and scheduling, I use my calendar, which I sync up with my university timetable. So I have the calendar on my phone, it syncs up to my watch if I want to see it on there. And yeah, that's all good, and I just know when things are going down. I do have to manually go in and put in reminders on the watch just so that I don't forget things, because I've been getting really forgetful on some of these timetables recently. And then in terms of note taking, I use Notion, Google Keep, and Voice Notes. So Notion is this amazing computer-based app, and it's like all in the cloud, so you can have it on anywhere, on phone, iPad, computer. And yeah, essentially you can make notes, documents, lists. It's a very versatile product. There are a whole load of videos on Notion, so I'm not going to go into that too much, but essentially when I use Notion for note taking, I use it sort of as a Cornell method style, and I just put the notes on one side and then questions on the other side, as I've spoke about in other videos. But when it comes to most notes, I write them on paper, but some notes I'll just put into Notion, and then I'll go over those during the time when we're leading up to the exam, just for a quick review over. And also I do weekly reviews on Notion, which is really good because I have a whole template set up, and it's nice to be able to see all the weekly reviews that I've done throughout each year and just go back and reflect. And then Google Keep for note taking is very good. It's very simple. I just tap and then I just take down a quick note, and it can just be a simple reminder or a simple thing, and I can put reminder notifications on the note in Google Keep, so that if it's something that I want to do later on in the day, I'll have it set for that specific time, as opposed to putting on a to-do list and then maybe forgetting to check my to-do list at that time because I won't get a notification about that thing. And voice notes is also a really good way to take notes down about a whole list of things. Like if you're in a hurry, you might just tap a voice note and then speak into your phone. And a lot of phones have a speech to text function, so they can literally turn your voice into notes if that's easier for you. And yeah, you can listen back to that as well if you want to. You could even use that as a sort of revision method, and yeah, that's amazing. So in terms of motivation, which is the 3rd domain, I use a habit tracker, which is just called Habit. It's from the Google Play Store. You can find any habit tracker on any store and they'll basically all work the same. Essentially, you write down a habit that you want to do every day, and once you've done that habit during the day, you just tap on it and that's done for you. I find that I don't really need a habit tracker for a lot of the things that I do. So like revision and working on music stuff, I do those pretty much every day during the week, and then Saturdays for music. And so I know that I'm going to consistently do those things, so I don't need to tick it on the habit tracker. But certain things like stretching, and I got into flossing after that one video about micro habits, and also doing home workouts, staying motivated for that. I just put those into a habit tracker, and that motivates me to keep it going, to see my streak going up and all that sort of thing. And then finally you got revisions. So most of the revision things that I use are online or written, so I write my notes mostly or use Notion, and I don't really like to write big amounts of things on Notion with a phone, because writing on that keyboard is slower than writing on a physical keyboard. But I've got Anki, and Anki is the flashcard app of the century. It's pretty much the best one out there. It's free, it's supported by so many people making so many different add-ons, so it's basically a community platform. And yeah, Once again, there's so many videos about Anki. I might do one soon even. If you want to see that, let me know down in the comment section. And essentially, it's just good to be able to see the flashcards on my phone and then just be able to review them on the go, or if there's a lull in the moment in placement, or sometimes, most days actually, I wake up, do my Anki flashcards, and then get out of bed. It's kind of like, wake up doing flashcards, and it's just good. I find that good, and I find that helpful for me. And yeah, those are all the apps that I have on my phone to help me with university life. And maybe you can tell me if you use any of those down below, or leave a comment if you feel like there's an app that is really important to you that I missed out. And yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please do leave a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. And my new song Simple is out. Go check out the music video, stream it and add it to your playlist. And I will talk to you in the next video.